We're Mike and Debbie. We're on a mission to see all 50 states. We travel around willy-nilly style. We've traveled to a lot of incredible places. We travel in our F-250 truck we call Willie and our RV sports truck travel trailer we call Nilly. You can come along and watch our adventures on both YouTube and Rumble. In our last episode, we left the Pine Tree Lodge, just south of Beaumont, Texas. And if you missed that video, go back and check it out. It was a good one. This was a great Harvest Host stay, and we'll definitely be back. There's Willie and Nilly. And we made our way back to I-10 and continued our trek east. Louisiana state line.
Charles, we just crossed that.
Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
Normally, when we arrive at a new RV park, I take a minute to review the campground with all of you. However, the best thing I can report is that the restaurant down the road, just a few miles, was really good. Debbie and I, for the first time, ordered what is the Southerners call Bodine, and I can confirm it pairs well with Yuengling beer. So we're leaving this morning a little earlier. We didn't stay as long here as we were planning. You got to be careful when putting up Starlink. We were very close to the telephone or electric lines. I say very close. We were still probably 4 or 5 feet away, but we had to be really careful. And we only was able to raise Starlink about 2 feet. With all the trees, we did have a few interruptions, but it wasn't bad. Still far better than either Verizon or AT&T. It is packing day, so we're moving things. I'm going to have to sweep off all the slides because you can see we're under trees and there was some crap. But we'll be bringing Starlink down. This is one of those parks that we're, don't say this often, but this is definitely a park that we will not be back to. We made the decision that we're not staying our entire scheduled time. This was just too sketchy, is a polite way of saying it, but we just didn't feel safe here, so we're leaving early. You can kind of see we were wedged in. We had 4 feet, and it just was a very, very, very tight fit here. And well, anyway, that added up to some of the reasons why we're leaving early. And we're leaving Louisiana this morning, and we are heading to Mississippi. We crossed into Mississippi and stopped for lunch at the Mississippi Welcome Center / rest area. And let me just say, kudos to Mississippi. The Welcome Center / rest area on the eastbound lane of I-10 is set up very nicely for big rigs. Once you pass the Welcome Center and the restrooms, you continue on around the loop. And while it does say no overnight camping, it is set up nice with large private areas. And after a much needed stop, we got back on I-10 and then we headed to our final destination for the day, the Davis Bayou Campground. It's a national park and it is in the Gulf Island National Seashores. This was our second time staying at this national park campground. It's very nice, very well maintained, very small. Only a few RV spots are available. And the park is spread out a little bit, so we jumped on our e-bikes and rode a couple 3 miles, maybe not that far, maybe 2 miles down the road to the visitor center because we had a mission. You see, the last time we were here, we didn't have our national parks book to collect the stamps, so we had to get the stamp put in our book.
So there's a
An official
Fort
stamp.
Mass.
Okay.
February 27th, but no year. I'm going to write in the year when I do it. I'm going to put it here.
Cool.
And I'm going to get this one.
And what's the second one for?
This is Gulf Islands National Seashore, Florida, Mississippi.
After leaving the visitor center, we jumped back on the e-bikes and headed right down to the water, and we came across this guy. When we were in the visitor center, we had asked the park ranger about some e-bike or some bike riding trails, and she gave us one that we could actually leave the park and go out and ride along the
But there's a sidewalk that goes
beach
through,
just
and that's
outside of the park. Oh, it's pretty short.
where it starts.
Okay, that's fairly short.
Oh, yeah.
And then just anywhere along there is a good spot?
You go this way, turn
Oh,
left,
okay.
and that'll take you down to the beach right here.
Okay.
So we ended up riding the e-bikes, I don't know, a couple miles outside the park along the beach, and came across this house and kind of an interesting background. This was an original Frank Lloyd Wright house, but he was actually the apprentice for this, or the draftsman as they called it early on. So it was kind of a cool thing to see. And then we headed back to the campground. And next morning we hit the road again. We went into Alabama for just a short time and then went into Florida. And today's final destination was the Fred Gannon Rocky Bayou State Park in Florida.
one night?
Yes.
Any pets? Any pets?
No.
Oh.
Need anything?
Okay. Yeah, good.
Campground is straight ahead.
Okay.
You're right here, so follow the road to the bottom of the hill, slightly to the right, big one-way circle.
This is a very small campground with just a few RV sites available. I can see where it's probably pretty hard to get in here, but we lucked out and we're staying for one night. Is going to be able to be used. We are directly below an arm. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Nope. Nope. It's not going to work. Probably no Starlink tonight. We'll have to check AT&T and Verizon. I don't know if you can see that squirrel up there. He's not moving much.
Where do you see a squirrel?
Oh, he's just shaking his tail a little bit there.
Where at?
Where that lower branch comes up and makes a Y, he's in the lower portion of it. He kind of shook his tail when I said he wasn't moving much, but now he's frozen now.
It's a blind squirrel.
As our buddy Mark would say, even a blind squirrel finds a nut. Taking a quick walk on the Rocky Bayou Trail. It's really pretty. It's, I'm guessing 70 degrees here. February 28th, and this is nice. We'll turn the camera around here. That's is that next year or this year? So that's effective now.
Yeah.
So if you're not a Florida resident, you will probably not get into most of their state parks. At least in the spring, fall, and winter. Probably, possibly in the summer, maybe, I don't know. An unexploded bomb. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, 1941. Colonel James Doolittle spent March 1942 at the Elgin Field preparing his B-25 squadron for his first bombing of Japan. This 500-pound concrete bomb from World War II is similar to those dropped. It was just a big hunk of concrete, and that's what they did. They just dropped
No.
hunks of concrete.
No, that's what they tested here.
Oh, that's what they tested. So that would be a.
Tested here, and then they
Okay, cool.
On next week's video, we arrive at Thousand Palms RV Resort in Lake Panasoffkee, Florida. We meet up with family and take an airboat ride.
Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. It's free. And if you would, give this video a thumbs up. And leave us a comment and let us know what you think of our adventures. We hope to see you all here next week. And as always, and until next time, cheers everybody.
Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky.